Hello, and welcome to today's trending contract, Turbo, set in Miami and supplied to us today by Jenna 198483. So with no briefing, we'll move straight on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with 2 objectives. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the marina, and we'll be bringing with us an exploding Christmas gift, a lockpick, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to put down the very interesting newspaper, and we're going to make our way across the racetrack, taking out a couple of our targets along the way. So we're going to head straight for the overpass, where our first 2 targets are currently located, and then leave because we're going to make sure of it. So we're going to make our way up the overpass to the very tippy top, and if we time this right, one of our targets will be right here. There he is. So we're just going to quickly grab the crowbar here, we're going to use that later on. We're going to drop our first target down closer to the racetrack so that he can see the cars from a much better angle. We're then going to render his colleague at the far end of the corridor here unconscious. There we go. And then we are going to give him a better view of the race by also dropping him down to ground level. And this is about the only spot we can going over the edge. But he does go over less. So 2 targets down, 3 more to go. Our next 2 targets are both on guard over by the Pink Hotel. So that's where we're off to next. If you don't want to grab the crowbar in the overpass, there is an opportunity to grab one at the front of the Pink Hotel. But the one on the overpass is easier to get, as it's on our route. We don't have to divert in any way. So we're going to lockpick our way into the rear of the Pink Hotel, and then just behind the derelict car we will find a baseball bat, and we're going to take said baseball bat and we're going to throw it onto the trolley of boxes. That will get the attention of one of our next targets, and when he comes along to investigate, we are going to end him with a very, very simple but very, very fast bullet to the head. So here he comes now. We're just going to drop him very quickly. We're going to put his body in the dumpster provided behind us, as we're not quite done in this area. In fact, we're going to rinse and repeat the exact same procedure again. So we're going to grab up our target, dump him in the dumpster, collect his gun, re-throw the baseball bat in the corner. The only difference is this time we're going to move away from the Pink Hotel. So when our target comes around to investigate, we are going to drop him once again with a simple bullet to the head. Now I was actually going to plant 2 in this gentleman's back, but because of that slight slope there, we do run the risk of suffering the punch glitch, so we're just going to be extra safe, and we'll drop him with a bullet to the back of the head from a safe distance. So 4 targets down with 1 more to go. Our final target is located up on the roof of the Pink Hotel, so we're going to make our way down to the end of the corridor, lockpick our way into the stairwell. We're going to select our exploding Christmas gift, and we are going to give the sleeping guard a nice Christmas send-off. So we're going to take the Christmas gift and we're going to place it down as close as we can to our target. Around about here will do very much nicely if we can get that in place. There we go. We're going to make our way over to the emergency ladder, and we're going to extend that, ready and waiting for when we detonate the exploding Christmas gift, we can have a quick exit. So once we've detonated the exploding Christmas gift, hopefully we don't blow our target over the edge of the roof, because he will be spotted rather quickly. We want him to remain on the roof if we possibly can. Once he is dealt with, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and because we have the crowbar, the nearest available safe exit will be the sewers exit. So let's go down and say hello to our 4 friends down in the sewers and tell them to get the pizza on. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and we have confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We met our objectives and we get a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.